Art is creativity and expressed in countless forms, and is important to people for reasons known and unknown. Then who is an artist? I think Mark explains it well. If you had to define what an artist is, what would you say?
An artist is someone who has a sensitivity to seeing the beautiful in the world, and to then try to represent that in some way, and sort of channel that beauty through yourself, or your mind, or your heart, or your body, and then throw it back out into the world in another form.
Are you an artist?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Perspectives I try and develop in my art are sort of based on an attempt to escape the perspective that I have naturally without thinking. My writing is always somehow or another involved with the process of drawing. Recently I've been trying to write the experiences of somebody walking through London in the 18th century who's close to being blind but has a profoundly acute sense of smell. And so I walk through not seeing very much, but I walk through smelling everything. When I'm actively engaged in art, and I always try to be, I'm in a particular place that transcends my own particular perspective, and that's a better place to be than the place I am right now.
I think art helps people see beyond themselves, to understand the interdependent nature of our world. It embraces difference, and it recognizes how ideas can be interpreted from multiple points of view. Not one more valid than the other, but a contribution to our collective understanding of ourselves. In this way, people can tell their story in their own way, and that challenges the structures in society and makes those structures prove their continuing relevance in our lives. This semester I had the privilege of working at the Alternative High School here in Camrose. Zachary Berg, one of the students I was working with, submitted a collage in the Peace Our Way contest, an art contest for youth based on issues of violence, drug abuse, homelessness, and poverty. What did you enter in the Peace Our Way contest?
I entered a collage on the gay rights movement.
Why is that important to you?
I think it represents my struggle and represents my experience of coming out and trying to make positive change. I never really expected that a piece on the gay rights movement would ever have a chance of winning in a place like Camrose. It was really surprising, actually, feeling like I have a place in a rural community like this.
How do you think art contributes to society?
I think it makes people happy.
You can ask yourself the question, why am I here? Like, what's the purpose of my life? Well, different answers to that, but I would think that part of the answer would be to create, right? To do something with what you're given, right? With the energy that you take in, you need to put it out somehow.
Slow right down, feel like something's left. Slow right down, feel like something's left.
I think I will always be pursuing the question of why art is important to me, because as I'm continually growing and transforming, so is art in my life and the form that it takes. Art gives people the opportunity to express their individuality, and everyone's individual perspective contributes to a collective understanding of ourselves. And art gives us the power, I think, to tell the story, our story, my story, your story the way that we want it to be told. And it connects us to each other in the past, the present, and the future.
Times only for so many times. Cause whiskey on whiskey is risky. Try and memorize that rhyme. So every time I kill a whiskey bottle, I wonder if it's the last time. Oh Lord, I wonder if it's the last time. So I just put it on my mind before I drink.
I see. Now it's not recording.
I haven't quite figured out the chord progression yet, right? I like the way you play it. The Lord will let you lie with a pretty lady, but only for so many times. The Lord will let you lie with a pretty